It is very significant. It is a significant agreement, and it basically reaffirms the US position about our region, that it sees that Washington continues to see India as an important ally against China, continues to see India as a country that can counter Chinese influence in South Asia and in the Pacific. There are two very important points that I would like to stress. Number one, it is not an anti-Pakistan agreement. That is not its purpose. That's not why this agreement has been made. It is an agreement which is very China specific. Of course, some people in Pakistan would like to present it as some people in India already are, that this is the end of newly formed relationship between Pakistan and the United States that started when President Trump resumed his second term. It was further strengthened with the army chief's visit and an unprecedented lunch at the White House with President Trump, then another meeting between President Trump and Pakistan's Prime Minister, which was also attended by the Pakistan Army Chief. So that relationship is still there. It has not weakened, and Washington has no intention to actually downgrade this relationship to what it was before President Trump resumed his second term. Both, I think, Indians and some people in Pakistan are wrong in portraying this as an anti-Pakistan agreement, in insisting that it is end of the US-Pakistan relationship. As you know, those who say so forget that this relationship has existed for more than 70 years, that it has gone through many ups and downs, and it is still there, not because America loves Pakistan, but because Pakistan is seen in Washington as a country which has borders with India, which has borders with China, which is very close to Central Asia, which has borders with Afghanistan, which has borders with Iran, and therefore, I mean, these are the places when I name them. These are not just names; these are the places that have their own significance. I mean, America has had a long animosity with. I mean, China is America's, as America says so, in so many words, that it is enemy number one. Then America also has had a long animosity with Iran. America has always had concerns about Afghanistan, and any country that has borders with these countries will always remain important. So if Pakistanis see this agreement as the end of US-Pakistan relationship, they are wrong. If the Indians are portraying it as the end of the US-Pakistan relationship, they absolutely are also wrong and biased. Pakistan does not have an existing defense partnership with the United States. And Pakistan is not even seeking the kind of partnership that existed during the Afghan war, because now the situation has changed. Pakistanis have already changed a lot of weapons that they use. I mean, they have not only purchased, but jointly built some new aircraft that have been built by China and Pakistan also. And those aircrafts have been very successfully used in combats against India. And Pakistani armed forces have learned to use and depend on those weapons, and Pakistan is in no mood to give those up. So Pakistan is not seeking that kind of relationship. What Pakistan and America are seeking now is a greater trade partnership, I would say, because America is still Pakistan's, the number one destination of Pakistani goods. It is still Pakistan's number one trading partner, but in quantity, I mean, it's not a lot. It's like $7 billion, which is nothing. it can go up to $70 billion if we work on our industry and if we produce things that have a demand in America, then it can really multiply. But they both want to strengthen their trade relations. Pakistan is also important for the United States countering Taliban influence in Afghanistan, for making sure that various terrorist groups that are based in Afghanistan are not allowed to create problems for the United States. And this is something that the United States and China both share, the concern about terrorists based in Afghanistan being used against them. China will also not like those terrorist groups to enter the Chinese, the Xinjiang province, which is a Muslim majority province, and where those groups have long been trying to create problems in. So China doesn't want that either, and therefore it is both important for both China and the United States that Pakistan plays a key role in curbing those Afghanistan-based terrorist groups. And that is something that is today the number one threat that Pakistan faces, the threat from TTP and other Afghan-based terrorist organizations. So I would say it is one subject on which the interest of Pakistan, the United States, and China are the same. They do not collide with each other. They're the same, and that's why these three countries want to cooperate with each other in containing those terrorist groups. So Pakistan is also important because of its borders with Iran, country which is always watched very carefully in Washington, and President Trump has publicly acknowledged that it is aware of Pakistan's influence in Iran, and there are indications that Pakistanis have helped Iran in talking to Washington. They have been quietly, secretly, but definitely involved in the ongoing negotiations between Iran and the United States. As you know, such talks never stop. When straight diplomatic relations are not there, you always need a third country to negotiate with the country that you're concerned about, and Pakistan does that. Pakistan is also important for Washington because of the Abraham's Accord that it wants to implement in the Middle East to end the Palestinian issue. That hopefully will lead to the creation of some sort of a state in some sort of a Palestinian. It's not a full-fledged state, but some sort of arrangement which will be soft on the Palestinians, and then the United States would like Saudi Arabia and other Muslim countries to recognize Israel, and it would definitely want Pakistan to recognize Israel. And then a force is being created, a peace force that will work under the UN and which will maintain peace between Israel and Palestine. And this force will include Pakistani troops as well. So that is why I think Pakistan remains important for the United States. The agreement with China does not reduce Pakistan's strategic importance and does not actually reduce new awareness in Washington that it was wrong to actually downgrade the relationship with Pakistan, and that they should maintain a strategic partnership with that country, focused now not on military cooperation, but on trade, commerce, and economic relations. See, Pakistan's interest now lies in maintaining good relations with both the United States and China. So I think the number one thing for us would be to make America and China both understand that we want good relations with them, but we want good relations with both the countries. Our relationship with China does not and should not impact our relations with the United States. Similarly, our relations with the United States should not have an adverse effect on our friendship with China. Both countries are important for China, and now it is up to us how we persuade these two countries to accept the role that we want to play that is of a go between two superpowers. So that is one thing. The other thing is Pakistan should very carefully play the role that these two powers expect from Pakistan, that Pakistan should play the role that these two big powers, major powers, expect from Pakistan. That is the given role, the expected role in the Middle East and in containing terrorist groups in Afghanistan. While doing so, we should always, first of all, protect our own interests and see what is in Pakistan's interest before we do anything. We know that we can support the United States on Iran, but only to a certain extent, because if we go beyond that extent, then there are a lot of people in Pakistan who sympathize with Iran. And if we are seen as an anti-Iranian force, then it will create troubles for us inside Pakistan, and it will also not further, we have good relations with Iran, but it will strain our relations with Iran too. So we should not do that. Similarly, we should know how far and how much we can push the Taliban in Afghanistan to end, to prevent TTP from sending their terrorists into Pakistan, how far we can cooperate with the terrorist states and China in eliminating various terrorist groups from the Afghan soil. We should learn our limits. We should know exact intentions of both the terrorists and China. And in doing so, we should work very carefully to keep Pakistan's interests first.